Hey, fellow babies, Harley here. Following up that little short I did earlier. So that was the third time shoveling snow today. Third time. And what was the other one? Oh, yeah, I had to go out and do something else today. And I had to do my workout. So it's been a very productive day, if moving snow is considered productive. Anyway, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees for 2022 happened over the weekend. I was following it online. I follow a gentleman named Matt Pinfield in the U.S., and he was at the ceremony, so I had a little back and forth with him over the weekend. Performer categories. Let's get some of these categories done. I mean, Rob Halford and Dolly Parton sang together. Did they do Islands in the Stream? Come on, that would have been nuts! Anyway, for those of you who don't get the reference, when I was a lot younger, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton had a song called Islands in the Stream. It was a duet they did that was out at the time. That'll give you an idea of how long old Harley's been around. All right, performer category. These two list together, I guess, for years now. So Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Duran Duran, who had some issues apparently with sound. What I heard was that Simon Le Bon's vocals were fine, but the band had some issues being heard over his vocals. So yeah, it must have been a sound issue. Eminem, the Eurythmics. How it took the Eurythmics. Dave Stewart, and I mean, Dave Stewart is all on his own. Absolute genius. And their Eurythmics make it in 2022. Annie Lennox is giggling a bit, but hey. Dolly Parton had originally thank you, but no thank you to her Hall of Fame induction, but she accepted, so she's in. Lionel Richie. I mean, how do we feel about Dolly Parton as a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee? Honestly, I've got nothing but love for Dolly. Nothing but love. I mean, the woman is a musical genius. Is her music rock and roll? No. But you know what? She's got nothing but heart. So, yeah. I mean, if they put the Foo Fighters or the Rolling Stones in the Country Hall, actually, for the Stones, it would work. Okay, Dolly Parton. Lionel Richie. Very cool. I believe inducted by Lenny Kravitz. And Carly Simon. Another long time coming. Carly actually just lost both of her sisters, within a week of each other to cancer. But I mean, as musicianship and as talent goes, Carly Simon making it into the Rock Hall in 2022, I'll leave you deal with that. Early Influence Award. Harry Belafonte. Have you ever heard Harry Belafonte? I'm sure some of you have. Elizabeth Cotten. Gleek on Gleek. Elizabeth Cotten, American blues artist who used to play left hand with a right-handed guitar. Yeah, so the strings the low notes were on the bottom. Yeah, it was really interesting. But yeah, Elizabeth Cotten has made it in. Elizabeth Cotten would have been in 50 years ago under any real state of a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Emmett Ertegun Award went to Alan Grubman, music lawyer. Jimmy Iovine, music producer and head of, I guess, musical promoter, entrepreneur. And Sylvia Robertson, who was an American performer as well as a record executive. Non-performing industry professionals who've had a major influence on the creative development of and growth of rock and roll. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I like the list. I guess it seems by doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 artists or 14 recipients in one fell swoop in these 37 annual Rock Hall Awards, they can close up some gaps that they'd left. But I mean, I've never been a big fan of the Hall. I'm not sure what it's all based on. And I think there's a lot of artists that deserve to be in there that aren't. This cleans up a lot. It also makes a little bit of a mess too, but I mean, I'm not going to sit here and criticize any of these artists. There's no good in it. Congratulations to everyone involved. I mean, you know what? To all of these artists here, I was just going to say, Pat Benatar. No, all these artists. Carly Simon, Dolly Parton, Lionel Richie, The Eurythmics, Eminem, Duran Duran. Come on. Judas Priest, Jimmy Jam, and Terry Lewis. Musical Excellence Award. Big time producers. Come on. Like a lot of Elizabeth Cotton, Harry Belafonte as an early influence, not as a performer. But I mean, these people deserved it a long time ago. I'm glad they got it. I'm glad everything went cool. I'll be watching for the performances. Now, the Rob Halford and Dolly Parton doing Jolene, I think, is hilarious. The first time I saw the picture of them singing together, I thought, if that sounds in the stream, I'm going to snap. But again, it's not. So anyway, those are your rock and roll 37th annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees for 2022, fellow babies. Rock and roll, love it. I'll follow up with a post all these. You guys can check some of these artists out. Take a look at, I'm sure a lot of you people know a lot of these people. Sylvia Robertson, Harry Belafonte, Elizabeth Cotton. Oh, that's your day right there. Peace and love to all you, my fellow babies. Take care and rock and roll.